I'm so nervous my tea's gone cold. Hello? As you can tell, I'm super nervous about this because I hate talking on camera or in general. But I'm gonna try and do the Booktube Newbie tag. So first off, my name's Carrie Ann, or Kaz. I don't like Carrie though, so never Carrie. Okay, so let me just introduce this first. Which one are you? Think, or Batthink. So why do you start this channel? Question one. Basically, I've been watching Booktube for a long time, and I just really wanted to get into it, to do the discussions, to have my own original channel, to think of my own things to talk about. I always see people putting videos out, and I've always got loads of ideas about what to say or different things to say, and it just never happens. So the second question, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I think I read quite a lot of different things than other people. Especially recently, a lot of booktubers seem to talk about the same books constantly, always the new releases. And I'm really tight with my money, so I never buy new releases. So I'd always talk about different books. So that's something different. I've got my own ideas for original content as well, but we shall see. Question 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Basically talking to people that like books, like me. Really shy, so I don't really talk to people if I don't know them already. And I never know people because I never start conversations with them. So it would be nice to have some chats with people who like the same sort of thing as me. Question 4. Why do you love reading? I love everything about reading. I love the fact you can go to different places in books. You can start reading and it can be like 3 o'clock in the morning because it's so involved and invested in the characters. Something I love doing. I love watching TV shows and films as well, but you can't beat a book. 5. What book or series got you into reading? So originally, when I was really young, it would have been Jacqueline Wilson. Like most people that live in England. Most girls anyway. Not that boys can't like them as well. But I still have loads of her books. I'm a little bit hoardy with books, so I've given away really the really young ones, but I've still got most of the books I've got from her. And then what really got me into other things rather than just picking up the same thing by the same author was Darren Shan. And I hardly ever hear people talk about Darren Shan on Booktube, so I'm going to big up Darren Shan hopefully a few times here. Not in this video, but in general. But yeah, the Circle de Freaks series, it was just something that I'd never experienced before. The love of that series, the pain of certain things happening, certain characters might have had certain endings, and I've never experienced that before. I stopped reading them for a while because something happened to one of my favourite characters, and it impacted me that much that I stopped reading the series for months, so that's how much it meant to me. Obviously I carried it on in the end, but that was the first thing that definitely brought me out of my Jacqueline Wilson shell and into diversifying. What question would you ask your favourite booktubers? That's a really hard one. It just depends on what you feel like at that precise moment. We'll chit chat, talk about favourite books, why they like them. I like having different opinions of people, so talking about why you liked a book and they didn't, or vice versa, is always really interesting. Especially if people put proper thoughts across rather than just, I love it so you have to. Where they get their ideas and time from. I'm a really procrastinated person, so that's probably going to move on to the next question, which is the challenges the Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome. Definitely procrastination. That is such a big thing for me. I've been wanting to do this for months. Like, I'm a photographer as well, and I wanted to do some stuff with that as well. And I photographed the Leeds Festival, which was like over a month ago. And before that, I thought, oh, I'll do some vlogs there. But no, I hadn't even started the channel yet, so I didn't do any vlogs. I thought about this last year at Leeds Festival as well. That's how long I've been wanting to make a channel, but I haven't got around to doing it, so definitely procrastination and timekeeping. 8. When did you start reading? was about to say when I was born, but that's clearly not true. I've always been reading, basically. When I was really young, there used to be the mobile library, because I used to live in a village, that would come round and we'd pick loads of books and read them from there. I read at school, got onto all the higher levels, and then started reading myself, like picking my own books out. And yeah, I don't know, how does anyone start reading? Quite recently I got back into it a lot though, because for a little while all my books were packed away because I moved. But I did used to go to the library and get like 10 books a month and read them, but it was always just little books just to keep me occupied. But now, quite a few months ago, I started getting proper back into reading, so it's always been there, but it's become more prevalent now. Number 9, where do you read? Anywhere. Mostly in my room, I would say. On a nice sofa or bed, or I brought a bench for my room because it looks nice. I don't think I've even sat on it and read it yet, but I want it to be a reading nook. Generally with a cat on my lap and a cup of tea in my hand. But anywhere really. I photographed download last year and I don't drink, and I was on my own because I was camping on my own. And I took a book with me and that's what I did in my spare time. I read. I read on the bus. I always read there. Just wherever I can really. I always have a book in my bag. Most of the time I don't use it because I don't really stay in one place a long time. I come home and then read, but yeah. I don't mind, wherever. And number 10, the last question. What kind of books do you like to read? Like music, I like so many different genres. It's the same with books, I like so many different books. Obviously YA, a lot of people read YA. But in that, fantasy, contemporary, I don't mind if it's a series or a standalone. Whatever really. And then I read adult books as well. A few months ago I got into graphic novels, so I read them quite a bit now as well. Basically everything. I'm not really much into classics, but I'd probably give them a go if there was nothing else I wanted to read at the time. I'd read anything. And I'm not one of them people that DNF books, do not finish. Even if I don't really like it, I'll power through it to the end because I feel like I don't want to give up on the book. And sometimes it helps. I've read books where I'm not really feeling it at the beginning and by the end it's really good. I never give up on books. Sometimes they're terrible all the way to the end, but still got to try. So yeah, that's the Booktube Newbie tag. This video is probably horrific, but it's my first one, so bear with me. I normally take stills of pictures, not videos, so I'm not great with that. And normally they don't involve my own face, but I'll get there hopefully. So yeah, comment below if anybody's actually watched this. I very much doubt it, but it'll be nice to have a chat if you have anyway. That's it. Bye. Winnie. Bye.